All right, then you always read. All right, we know it's on there. Literally, this is what I meant by it's a small part in the process because right now I could unhook my MSR and boom, we're done with that. Like that's all you need that box for, and it's really expensive, and I don't understand why, but yeah, y'all understand when you buy it, it's huge. I promise you're gonna, it's crazy, but yeah, right now you can just plug in your card to your OmniKey. It's gonna stay there for the rest of the process. So unplug the MSR, we're good. Go ahead and go into ATR tool. This is where we're going to set the bin. The first 6 digits of a track is a bin, a bank identification number. That basically tells you what bank it's with, what subtype. Subtype's going to tell you how much money's on it, yada yada. But in here, reader, OmniKey, and then Java card, J2A040. If you had SLEs, you'd be punching the air right now because you have to pick J2A040. And then we're going to look through this long list of banks. Bank of America should be near the top, right here. Then we're going to set the ATR, and then boom. Now we're going to go into Jacob English. We're going to take our track 2. Watch out for spaces. And then boom. See how it automatically marked Visa credit? And a lot of YouTube videos. I promise. You can just look up, do your research, man. I promise. People don't even put the track up here. It's just obvious scamming. It's crazy. But yeah. So here's where we're gonna delete the JCOP files. Wait for your OmniKey to turn off. Files deleted successfully. Then we're good to format it. See how that coding pops up first try? Man, if y'all like look up all these tutorials and shit like that, you won't see this stuff. I promise. It's obvious. But here, always want to wait for your OmniKey to like turn off because if you just interrupt it, it might fuck up, and you're just gonna have to redo it. So do it right the first time. Just take it slow. Now save track. Saving information, Visa card. Boom. OmniKey's off. Then we can go ahead and go out of JCOP. Here's where we're gonna go ahead and open up X2. But before that, I'm gonna show y'all. If you do have my swipe pack, in here, if I take X2 and then put it over there, it's not gonna open. But if I take that X2 and I drag it right back in here, double tap it, it's gonna open right up. It just has to be together with the drivers and everything. Like it can't leave this file pack if that makes sense. So yeah, that kind of sums that up. But open up X2 here in the taskbar, and we're just gonna go ahead and go through this and fill out the information. So track 2, copy, boom. We're gonna check this box. You don't need to write anything in here. Application label, Visa credit. I actually know this bin number, and I know it's actually a Visa debit, but it's a fake dump, so educational purposes. Visa debit, application. Actually, I wrote that. There we go. Then check this box, and then see when we press Visa, it's gonna change. You have to, there's a difference between MasterCard and Visa, so please be careful, especially with the AID. For the AID later, it's gonna be 31010, and then MasterCard's 41010. And then if you look at the numbers, MasterCards start with a different number than Visas. Visas always start with a 4. But yeah, so writer, OmniKey, and then this box we're gonna check. This is the part where a lot of people fuck up, along with an ArcGen. I'm gonna explain later. But right here, this is the expiration date of the card itself, and then the last 2 numbers are the days in that month. So for us, we already got it written out right here. But if you were doing this, you would have to look in your iPhone calendar and take leap years and all that stuff into account, and then just do go a couple years ahead, check how many days are in there, just so you don't fuck up. But yeah, so that's that, and then AID, we got 31010. We got the PIN 9521. Country code, I'm in the US, so we got 0840. and then currency 0840. And then make sure all this is good, and then we're gonna go ahead and press credit. All right. Here's where we can just minimize that and then open up ArcGen. And then here's where we're going to generate our ARC codes. An ARC code is like a transaction. So think of this as when you get 3 ARC codes from here and you're going to put them on here along with the IST. It's basically one transaction. So 1, 2, 3 ARC codes, 3 transactions. So remember that when you're buying a dump from a vendor or on a site, if you're buying like a 5K dump, you might not even be able to clear the whole dump, you know? So remember all that. But yeah, so here in ArcGen, we're going to put the pan number. If you don't know how to get the pan number, it's the first 16, basically the left half of the track 2. Just going to paste that right there. Then you're going to just basically fill out all this information. So country code, we got 0840. Currency, we got USD 0840. Date, a lot of people mess up here. This is the day that you're hitting the dump. For me, it's 1 a.m. right now, so it's a new day. I don't have to worry about it. It'd be this date. But if it was like 11 and I was going to the gas station, you gotta take all that into account. By the time you get there, it can be a whole nother day, and then boom, the set of ARC codes won't work. So remember all that. For me, it'd be 220509. And then boom, generate our first ARC code. Put that right there. You're gonna go down here to ATC. You're gonna change this number from a 1 to a 2, and then generate ARC. And then if you ever miss a step or something, you can always just put 1, and it's gonna jump you right back to that same ARC code because there's only a certain number of ARC codes for a day. So yeah. We're going to get our last one, third one. Boom. And then we're going to put in our IST. Matter of fact, I can show you IST generate. The way an IST works is if you wanted to basically make one, you have to plug in that physical card into the Omni key. So that kind of tells you how it works, like why you need an IST vault, why you need that. It's basically the identity of a card. So yeah, you're cloning, but unless you have like the full identity, it's not going to cash out. So that's why ISTs are really important. So right here, you're going to open 411773 Visa debit. Track 2, we're just going to move all this stuff over. Boom. Application label, Visa debit. And then paste over this number. Country code 0840. Currency 0840. And then just double check everything, make sure you're not missing out, and then think we're good. So just go ahead and press burn. Alright. And boom. Now before we actually go cash out and everything, don't celebrate yet. Just go ahead and go into Card Peek and then just double check. So I pressed the wrong thing. So already it's already getting a Visa debit application. It's reading that it's not a Java card anymore.